All right, so how do you get over composer's block or writer's block or whatever you want to call it? What can you do to help yourself get past a part where you're stuck and you don't have any ideas? I got something for you. Hey, I'm Isaac Schanno Johnson. If you don't know me, I'm a musician, composer, producer, and I make videos about all that fun stuff, music composition, music production. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to see videos like this in the future. So I've had this problem in the past and I haven't had it recently. Since I started using this idea, I haven't had this problem of where you're stuck and you have no ideas. I often have ideas. I might just not like any of them. They might all be bad musical ideas. I just might think they're not good and nobody ever hears them. But I don't often have a problem where I don't have any ideas. And that's what this specific thing helps me do. So what it is write 10 melodies. That's it. Write 10 melodies. Just write them. Like literally, that's it. Pause the video right now, write 10 melodies, then come back. That's the idea. And even if they're bad, keep writing them. Even if it's a horrible melody, you never want anyone to hear it, you think it's horrible, you never want to release it, that's fine. Keep writing. Keep writing. Keep them all the same key. Keep them all the same time signature. Write them quickly. Don't give yourself time to stop. If it takes you longer than a minute to write a melody, move on to the next one. Put a timer on and then write these melodies. So this is something that one of my teachers at Berklee College of Music had me do because I didn't write music for the class and it was a private instruction basically in composition and I had no music. And honestly, he was probably a little annoyed. But what he did was he was like, all right, cool. We're going to think of ideas right now. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't have any ideas. And he's like, fine, we'll figure out ideas. So get out a piece of music paper. So I got out a sheet of music paper, get out a pencil. Okay, I got out a pencil. And he put on a timer on his phone and he said, write 10 melodies for me right now. And I was like, what? He was like, write 10 melodies. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't have any ideas. He was like, doesn't matter. Just write 10 melodies. Keep writing them. No one needs to hear them. Just write them. Write 10 melodies. I'm gonna put a timer on, and if I stopped for too long, he'd be like, keep writing. The notes don't matter. I don't need to hear them. The notes don't matter. It doesn't matter if they sound bad. It doesn't matter if you hate them. Keep writing. He didn't do this in a aggressive way, right? He did this in a helpful way, saying like, no, doesn't matter if it's bad. If it's bad, that's okay. Keep writing. Just write. And what happened was, well, at the end of 10, 12 minutes, I had 10 melodies. They were all pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. They were all pretty horrible. I didn't use any of them, but I had ideas in some that I put together. And that's what he told me to do afterwards. Look through, cross out ones you don't like, look at the ideas you do like, circle those, use those. And that's what I did. Because the reason I like this so much is it's basically brainstorming, right? You're trying to think of different ideas for a paper or for whatever it is that you're doing, and you write down as many ideas as you can right away. You don't think about the ideas, you just write them down. Doesn't matter. No editing, no looking back at, oh, this one I didn't like, not going to use that one. Doesn't matter. You just write everything down as much as you can and you keep going. That's the idea, is that you just keep writing. Now, I've done this. I haven't written music every single day, but I keep a notebook where I keep notes of, music notes. And what I've been doing is trying to write something every couple days. And often it's not very good. Often I don't like it. Often I don't use it for music. But if I do that for 10 days and I get one idea that I like, I still have one idea that I like, right? If you write 10 melodies, they're all garbage, and you do it again and you have one melody that you like, you've written 20 melodies, 19 of which you don't like. Fine. But you have one that you do. That's worth it, right? Even if you have 19 that you throw out, who cares? It took you 20 minutes and you have one melody that you think is really cool. I had a teacher actually at Berklee who would say something similar, where he would say, write the junk. I brought him a piece of music. I had to write a solo flute piece. I brought him a piece of music and I was like, I don't think it's very good. And he was like, that's okay. Write the garbage. If this piece is garbage, write the garbage. Make the next piece better. That's all he said, because you're going to have days that are bad. You're going to have days where you write stuff you don't like anything you write. That's just going to happen. Not everything's going to be the best idea you ever have. But that's part of writing. keep writing, keep doing it. Because even if half the ideas that you make are good, that's 5 out of 10. Even if 20% are good, that's 2 out of 10. That's still a solid number, right? If you do it every single day at the end of 365 days and 20% are good, right? That's 72, 73, right? That's still a solid number of melodies and ideas that are good. If 73 after a year of ideas or pieces of music are good, that you like, that you're proud of, I mean, it's still 73, right? That's still a lot. Now, I don't write every single day, and obviously I don't release and put out every single musical idea that I have, but it's a great way to just generate lots of ideas. Just do a whole bunch of stuff, and then you cross it out later. Because it gets you kind of out of the idea that everything I write has to be good. Because I think that idea causes you to not write. Because then you're scared of writing something bad. And you're gonna write something bad, especially if you've never written music before. You're gonna write something that's bad. I mean, I have been writing music since even before I went to college, so I've been writing music for a while, and I still write stuff that's bad. I write stuff that's bad all the time. Does anyone hear it? Absolutely not. But I still write. Even if I write something that's bad, I'm like, nah, I don't like that. Sometimes I'll even spend a day working on a song or a beat or something that I just don't like, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to use that. And then I move on to the next thing. Does it matter that it's taking up space on my computer? Not really. I'm probably just going to delete it at some point later. But like, who cares? I got that thing done. I learned something about music, I guess. I got used to using the software, and I wrote some more music. And then, the next few times I did that, maybe those were slightly better, right? So try this method if you're ever stuck and don't have ideas for how to write music or what to write. Try to just write. Give yourself a time limit of 15 minutes. Don't spend very long on each idea. Just write. Write a whole bunch of crap if you write a whole bunch of crap. If you write a whole bunch of stuff that's garbage and you don't want to hear it again, fine. But make sure that you have that 10 ideas that you've written. I think it's really useful, and if I ever need ideas, I don't do this and write them down, but I play them often. I do this almost all the time. If I want to write music, but I don't have any ideas, I'll try and think of as many ideas as I can and just play them. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, let's hear another thing. Oh, I don't like that either. And I'll just play lots of stuff. Sometimes it's improvising. Sometimes it's, sitting in front of a computer with Pro Tools or Reason open. But try this technique. It has been so helpful for me in continuing to be able to write music and continuing to think of ideas and continuing to think of different things to write that I want to put out and release. So sometimes you'll think of something that's good. If 1 out of 10 is good, that's still pretty solid because you have 1 now. So that's it for this video. I know it's not as specifically educational as some of the other videos, but I wanted to make it because I think it's really useful. And that's it. I hope you found it useful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about music and the writing process. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.